The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tiger Technician Hour with your host, Basil Chapman. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Now, Basil Chapman.
Good morning, everyone. Basil Chapman here on this Friday the 16th, mid-month. And we're looking at the Dow down 73 at 49,368, still in the just within points of an all-time high. There's this Chevwave inside track repellent zone. Today's Friday. Do we have a second week, the first time, a second week where we've closed over the pink line? Because every other time you've gone to that line and you pull back. Well, we'll see. And if it does that, that's really important. It says that there's internal strength and that this has become a magnet line with a chance of propellant to the upside. I don't want to go there just yet. Let's go one step at a time. The Dow is down 71. The S&P is trading down from its high of 67.30. It's at 69.50 right now, up 5, still holding very well. Look at this little digestive phase right there. Weekly chart, still holding very well, but a very quick peak A, then a B, and a leg C. We're going to be watching this very closely. And the monthly chart is still fantastic. All right, here we go. QQQ, NDX 100 trading vehicle. Made a peak D yesterday. A leg D. It could be a peak D today. It probably will be a peak D today because we're only up 80 cents at 622.60. The day's young. I shouldn't even say that. But look what we've done. Here's the Chapman inside track on this way. It's a diagonal to the downside, and it's become a support area. The more it gets tested, the greater the chances are that it's going to slip underneath. So it needs the QQQ, Invesco QQQ Trust Series needs to spike quickly into the 630s because 637.01 was the all-time high. October, I mean, we don't hear this very much. People are always talking about tech this and tech that. Tech has been fading. I need to do this right now because I was about to forget. I've been talking about this for, many of you know, for at least a year and a half, but definitely for the last year and then definitely for the last 6 to 8 months. At least in the way I look at the markets, it is imperative that the financials do well. It's imperative to monitor the semiconductors. If they go to all-time highs, it usually helps the market go to all-time highs or get close. That's the different indices. But most importantly, I was talking about the S&P in relation to the small caps. So that's the SPX 500 stocks in relation to the IWM 2000, which is the small caps. And they had lagged and lagged. And I said, I want to see a reversal. I would like at some point to see that the IWM actually makes highs. It doesn't matter about the S&P. Hopefully it makes highs together at the same time. I want to see it actually challenging and become a leader. Number one. Number two is I spoke about the XLF, the financials. Look at this. The financials, very important that they've done so well. But that's the S&P Select Financial Spider Fund. It made a Chapman Wave 2-bar reversal at that peak E in the 56s. It's trading right now at 54. Not a big deal, but look at the chart pattern. It says, the daily chart is starting to weaken. The weekly chart went right to the Chapman Wave inside track repellent zone. I mean, these are techniques that I've developed over the years. You don't find them in any books except the CD, which is run its course because it's a CD and you don't have CDs anymore. I mean, just you do, but you don't. People, new computers just skip that stage. It's like cars don't have CD players anymore. And therefore, the CD book that I had, in a sense, is obsolete, or none of the technicals are obsolete. It's just that is. But I discussed in great detail certain aspects, and this is one of those that I developed over the years, and that is the Chapman Wave inside track repellent zone. Well, the XLF went to an all-time high. I should have typed that in. It was at 50. So first of all, on the 5th of January, remember Technical Friday, I get a little technical today, 56.51 on the 5th, and 56.52, 1 penny higher on the 6th. That, to me, I haven't yet written the software, but I'm about to do. I'm not writing it. I'm getting it written. All these different techniques. Finally, I'm putting them into some kind of software packages. And look at this. You've got yourself a Chapman 2-bar reversal that goes from the 5620, I just spoke about it, right? 22, I think it was. And it comes down, pull back. Weekly chart still looks pretty good, but is this an A? Is this AB or is it an EF? So FG, that what I call the double hump, where you get the MACD going up and then down, and then has another bump to the upside, and all you can get are just one or two peaks from the rest of the symbol that you're following, and then it turns down. So far, I'm treating it as a peak B. Monthly chart, I'm treating it as a leg B. But wait a minute, you remember the relationship of the S&P to the IWM, the Russell 2000? So I wanted the XLF to have a relationship where the KRE takes over and starts to lead. KRE is within points, a couple of points of an all-time high. That's the S&P Regional Bank ETF. Sorry, not an all-time high, of at least a multi-year high. The previous high was way back in January, 3 years ago, 2022, at 78.81. But isn't this nice to see that finally the regionals now, I keep thinking about this and I keep hearing about this, and I'm looking at the market. This has been the most brilliant market I can recall in ages. Every time something gets very, very overbought, or a sector gets overbought, it takes this well-deserved digestive phase, and as it does it, instead of the whole market tanking, it rotates into something else. I mean, that is just quite remarkable. And that's what we're looking at here, the regional banking, and I've been saying for ages, I'm not an economist, but I just know from experience that if you can get those regional banks, they call them small banks. Believe me, they are not small. In America, small is big, right? So the regionals are completely different to the financials, which is JP Morgan. I mean, Goldman Sachs. You got trillions. This is different. So this is very important for the economy. And I'm looking at this and I'm saying, I keep hearing terrible things about the economy. But the way I'm looking at it, in fact, I just had a question that came in this morning, and I should have immediately put it in for my subscribers as perfect. This is exactly what we're looking at. So here we go. S&P Regional Banking Index, the ETF, KRE, down 25 cents today, 67.98, really improving. Wow, I think that is so important for me, at least, in this overall market, the macro picture of the market. Okay, enough with that. Let's go on. I want to look at the SMHs, semiconductors, doing very nicely, up 525, a little bit off today's high of 405.31, all-time high. Very important. Can they take a breather? Why not? We were looking at many of them having round numbers just recently. Let's see what Micron's doing here. Micron had a 339 round number low. Today it went to 365.81. I'm just watching it for any sign of weakness in this particular sector, just to say, hey, take a breather, that's all, and let other sectors come in. With that said, we've got a break coming up. A little surprise for you when I get back with a stock that was mentioned to me. This kind of sums things up as well. I'll be right back. Basil Chapman, Tiger Technicians Hour, Dow's down 63.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
TFNN has launched The Tiger's Den, hosted at Discord. TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years, with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Hi folks, we're back and we're looking at, I'm just saying that over the next week or two, I would say going into early February, maybe towards the end of January, beginning of February, I would not be surprised to see the semiconductors having a pretty nice digestive phase. Easy to say, difficult for it to do because it's just so strong. But what's the big deal? If the SMHs, just the move from in 1 month exactly, you've gone from the 340 area to the 405. I mean, 60 point, that is a huge move to the upside. Having a digestive phase, it's the same thing with gold. Look at this. Gold is now down just 5 points. It's holding beautifully. Why can't you expect some kind of a digestive phase? After all, the dollar DXY, has gone to a leg D. Now maybe a peak D, but it's not very strong at all. So it's not interfering. That relationship of dollar goes down when gold goes up. Actually, gold goes up and dollar goes down. We haven't seen that very much. Dollar's just been going nowhere, right? So there's all those relationships that I used to talk about. I won't spend time now. But you remember Bondi, Crudy, Dolly, Goldie, Vixie, that's the bonds, crude oil, the dollar, gold, and the volatility index. Those relationships they are individual now. Each one has its own characteristic, which is different to before. Bonds would go up, bonds would go up so that yields came down. Market loved that. And just those relationships are not there. Now, I am looking at selling pressure in some areas. Don't want to take time. I want to go straight to, let me do this quickly. Bitcoin just stuck. The character of this peak C, I said yesterday, kind of looks very much like it's a D, that it should pull back into the rectangle, which it's done. Remember my webinars on rectangle formations? They're like magnets until you break decisively above, in this case, when it's in the lower range. Okay, so that's that. And the other thing that I have not finished yet is, I think I've done everything I wanted to do. Here we go. So the question came in about Doug. So Doug, we all know Doug, great guy. Well, I mean, okay, I'm just joking. This is Doug. This is Doug Elliman Inc. Text. So I had the email early on, got it very early this morning. It was at 2:80, and I loved it. And I thought, should I put this on the buy list today? I didn't. Look at this. It goes from yesterday's close. This is Doug Elliman, Inc., Real Estate. If you ever look at the real estate pages, you'll always see luxury real estate brokerage, Doug Elliman. It went down below. It went to 1 in 2024. Then it made a monthly peak A, pulls back sharply, peak B, pulls back very sharply, but still with rising lows. And then moves to a peak C1, peak C2. And now it's starting to look like it wants to go beyond the what was that? The 320 area. It's doing very nicely. It's at 299 right now. Look at this. In one day, it's up 6.41%. It's at 299.18. So I like this very much. And why do I mention it? Because remember we're talking about the XLF and the KRE, the laggards. Remember we're talking about the S&P and the IWM, the laggards. Well, Doug Elliman. So look at this. Here's the HGX index. There we go. This is the Philadelphia Housing Sector Index. Look at that. A very nice move. Peak C1, C2. That's what you might expect from Doug Elliman. Doug. And what do we have? We have either brand new peak A and leg B. That's what I'm going to do. Calling this a new move to the upside. Stochastic's flat at 93.71. This is suggesting yields will come down. I mean, this is suggesting that the market anticipates. We don't know. But as leg B in the weekly chart, this is good. Good eye, Jason. Wow. Over in England, you I guess you get a little perspective on things here. Very, very nice. So I like it a lot. And two things come to mind as I see it. I think as a low-priced entity, very low-priced, doesn't mean it's cheap or expensive. It just means it's low-priced. I like it. So, yes, congratulations, and I think you're already in it. And I did email you to say, not maybe in time, but I did say, hey, it looks great. When I did that, it was like at 290. So, yeah, now it's at 3, and as we're talking, it's moving up. Very nice. Congratulations. And next question, Kaka. Here we go. Run the questions. Doug. EOSE. EOSE is, this is EOS Energy Enterprise. This is Energy Enterprise Battery Storage Solutions, EOS Zenith DC batteries, doing very well. It's up 3.47 today. It's up 59 cents at 17.47. Ooh, I haven't updated. It made it. How many times? I mean, if I had people saying, oh my God, there's another peak D. In your own work, for the people that do the Chapman methodology, I do that. I get it all the time. People say, oh my God, there's another peak D. That's where other things can happen. That's all it means. And look what happened. It made a peak D back around about the 9th of November at just under 20, and it slumps down to the 11s. Then it starts another move. Look, peak A, peak B, peak C, and another move to a D, much lower. Remember, what's my reasoning? Yesterday when we were doing the E-mini, I said, whoops, we just made on the 2-minute, was a 5-minute chart, 2-minute chart. We made a peak D under the previous high. Be careful. And the market came down. So this is another one. Now we've got a leg. This is amazing. I haven't seen so many Ds in one stock in such a short period of time. If a stock loves to go 4 peaks high and then pulls back, it just says, hey, keep that in mind as you're doing your homework. And here it is at peak C. Yes, a leg C yesterday, just underneath it. So yesterday's high was 18.23. Today's high is 18.15. It's up 51 cents at 17.39. I like it very much. I'll tell you what I'm going to say about it, though. In a sense, it's got the characteristic of what I love when the 9-period moving average in the weekly chart pulls back, but it doesn't break the 14-period moving average. It remains green as the price closes under it a couple of times, and then it springs back. That's the characteristic I like. The weekly chart's one thing, but the monthly chart has this powerful leg D. The MACD is strong. The 9's over the 14. I'm a little nervous because the RSI got overbought, both in the daily and the weekly. It did pull back. Okay, you've had your pullback already, so you could restart. And the stochastic went to 73%. I like it. I'm thinking that this is going to have a little bit more of a tougher move to break the previous high, which was at 19.86. So at 1734, just imagine that this candle right here, that's the one that's going to offer the most resistance. At 1965, you wouldn't mind 1965 trading at 1731, but that's the high of, that's the candle of the 12th of November. So I'm anticipating the 18s, that's what you want to watch. If it can go over 18.50 very quickly, that says that you've got, and it's done that before, but it's had very strong leg Ds. So I'm just saying, I like it very much. Now I'm going to tell you the support that has to hold. It has to hold 16.17 to 15.80 on any pullback over the next week. I'll be back in a moment. Dow's down 57. Basil Chapman, Tiger Technicians Hour.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Tiger Technicians Hour is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi folks, we're back and we're looking at AA OI, and that's Applied Opto-Electric Electronics, Inc., AAOI, and it's trading at 39.13 up 213, doing exactly what we discussed yesterday. The price came down, the 914. This is Technical Friday. Just email me at basilchapman@tfnn.com if you really want to know something about these. And I would just advise you, if you want the opportunity to learn easy techniques, there's nothing you have to do. The price of the moving average tells you everything. You just have to follow it. The 9-period moving average held beautifully when it held 5 sessions underneath the 14-period moving average. It held and then bounced, and I said yesterday, that's usually very good for a spring-loaded move to the upside. There's a Chapman falling axe formation. I don't have time to show it right now. That's declining highs and much, much declining lows. And then all of a sudden it finds a base and it goes to the upside and makes a cup formation. That's the line it should tackle. That's the line it's tackling today. It's looking very good. So once again, 38.93 right now, up $1.93. I would just say 36.80 to 36. It's key support in the very short term, doing very nicely. I hope I'm going in order here. Maybe I'm not. UNH. Now, I have a tough time with UNH, and I'll tell you why. What they did was very wrong. And it's like Boeing. In fact, in terms of deaths, it probably, I don't know anything about that. Boeing, remember the negligence we know the negligence did lead to deaths. Here, I don't know if it's the same case, but it certainly wasn't very good for United Health to be doing whatever it did, just in terms of their own, from everything that they themselves have reported, that were really mishaps, miscalculations, all sorts of things. Buffett is in it. It doesn't bother me at all. He could, this thing could go down from 334 to 100. Wouldn't make any difference to him. But looking at it, I've had trouble. I've been wanting to recommend it for a long time, just because it's in the healthcare and it was the leader. I don't know if it's still the healthcare leader, but it went to a peak D at 352. It's really pulling back. And the question came in, would you go long? And my answer is absolutely not. It's in a sideways trading range right now. Look at the weekly chart. There's a big rectangle. There's a small rectangle. Just hold off. At some point, it already showed that it's turned the corner. It's capable of turning the corner. I don't think it's done that yet. So hold off. Nothing yet. Next question came in. RKLB. Where should I add to Rocket Lab? I don't know. It's at an all-time high today. It's at 97.99 was the highest, trading at 96.89. It's only a leg C in the daily chart. It's only a leg B in the weekly chart, and it is a leg D in the monthly chart. It's been my favorite, certainly for subscribers. We're in at 48. Here it is at 97, doubling. All I can say is that I should have said to add when it was in this congestion area in the 70s. I thought I did, but I think we did, but I can't remember right now offhand, but yeah. So I can't recommend it right now. To add at this particular point, if it's a brand new fresh position and you think this is just a trade, since it's showing leadership, if you want to nibble here at 96.64, I would put a 2-point stop. Let it just run, and if it runs and you can get 4 or 5 points out, take the 4 or 5 points and treat it just as a trade, not as a brand new position. I do have a Fibonacci expansion to 100.36 to 100. Now, let me someone just reminded me, and I forgot all about it. Remember my rule of thumb. Stocks that go to 95, very quickly go to 105. At 105, it takes a while, but if they can hold 99, 98 as support, and then go back to 105, 123, 124 is the next level. This is just my recollection over the years and years of watching stocks. It's kind of sitting in the back of my head. I have no proof other than the fact that it happens many, many times. So I'm just saying to you. So this has a target of 105. I'm not giving you a time. I'm just saying stocks that go to 95 invariably go to 105 quite quickly. I don't know when that'll be. Now, key support will be between 80 It's at 96. Just yesterday, the low was in the 87s, I'm sorry. So the 14-period moving average is at 83.81, and the green 9-period moving average is at 87.75. Watch that over the next few days if it pulls back at all. Then let's go into it again. Next question came in. I'll just do this real quickly because I don't know if I even updated. If I haven't, I can't discuss it. Yeah, this is Ferrari. Hit the skid marks, made a U-turn, did an all-time high up in the 500s. What was the price? Ferrari erases the symbol. It hit that peak G/C right there, gave a 2-bar reversal, 504.49 on the 2nd of October, 503.73 on the 3rd of October. Chapman wave 2-bar reversal, kaput. It goes all gaps down. Just it's telling us a story, selectivity. But you remember, I say race. Ferrari is not the very, very wealthy, very, very wealthy on the Bentleys, et cetera, or the very expensive Land Rover type things. No, these are people that love Ferraris. That's all. And it's taken a huge hit. It's down to 346. Next question came in. I don't know if I'm going in order. I'm sorry if I'm not. Corn. COPN. My handwriting, gosh. Oh, wow. We spoke about this COPN Core high-resolution displays with Dania making the turnaround, and I said, look, the 9-period moving average hasn't turned pink yet, and then it did turn pink as the price went down, and then it suddenly popped up, went green in the 9-period moving average, and today it's up 12%, up 36 cents. At $3, it's funny, I didn't even look at the price. I'm looking at the chart. At $3.33, it went to a peak E. This is a leg after the upside. It's a fabulous action. It did, I think, what you wanted. Who was it in the den? Was that Elo? I think that's what you were looking for, higher prices. You've got it. I hope you took a little bit off on the big spike to 356. The open was 330 as it was moving up. It's now above the open. That's a good sign. But the left side, let me just show you on a very short term what I'd be looking at here. Because I don't know if it's earnings, that's one thing. If it is on some news about purchases, someone's buying something from them in a big amount, this is the level that you want to watch right here. So this doji candle, the two doji candles, one with a high of 354 and the other one with a low of 331. And today's high was 356. You see how it hit that and then it's pulled back? So you want to see this, not fill the gap by going to the 320 area, 317. You want to see a nice session on Tuesday. Remember, Monday's a holiday. A nice session, and you want to tackle the high. That'll be really important. If it fails to do that, be careful. This could be a little bit overbought. I'll be back in a moment. Dow's down 145.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
I don't know if anyone's counting how many peak Ds and Es we talk about today as turnaround. Look at this. The E-mini 10-minute made a peak E right there at 310 this morning, and it's been down ever since. This is a peak D, the last one, at the 200-period exponential moving average in the 5-minute chart, turns right down, and it is now gone from the 7,000 level, that's the latest one, to where we are now at 69.62. Peak E in the 2-minute chart. So this is, these, and look, all you need to do is have a look at this. This is the, there you are. How important is this? And this is what I'm working on in terms of software programming. Look at that, a crossover negative right there at 6:50 this morning. I remember looking at that and saying, aha, let's see what happens. And even the big rally into the 10 o'clock time frame, it didn't work. Pink, and it's down sharply. All right, just wanted to go through this Technical Friday, so we're going to go through everything that I see as something viable. Meta made a high of 796.25 back in, what was it, August? Back in August, the week of the 15th, and it's making the dreaded H pattern. That's where your price comes down. It's done it once. It's done it twice. It's now in the process of making it 3 times. I would not be surprised if in February we're looking at Meta, the 581.25 low that was made the week of the 21st of November, if that isn't going to become a really important level. Just watching it very closely. There's no sign of, and that's what I'm talking about. There's been a rotation here. Look at Caterpillar, all-time high today, as we're speaking. It hit 655.68. So when people say, well, what this market, and Trump and this and the tariffs, and I keep saying no. If you're looking at the market correctly, you're looking at it as the most sane thing. When one thing's overbought, another takes its place. It's just a remarkable, I don't know how long it'll remain, but at this point, I'm very impressed with what the market is telling me in terms of, look at this. I was asked about Dow the other day, the chemicals. Look at the chemicals. It makes an exact double bottom down the 20s. Dow Chemicals has a beautiful run, and it goes to a peak D, all right? How many Ds? Just 3 days ago. Now it's back at the 200-period moving average. A leg D in the weekly chart, and only a leg B in the monthly chart. Look at LIB. This is Lyondell Basil Industries. chemical producer, goes through peak. See, that's the kind of character of a C, but it's still holding very well. We haven't gone along this. I'm looking at it. I just need to see what happened today, Friday, for next week, because we've got cash. We're looking to put more positions on. I like what's going on in certain areas, but not others. So this is a chemical. What about Eastman Kodak? EMN? Eastman Chemical. Eastman Chemical goes right towards the 200-period moving average after tanking down to 56 after having hit 115 or something back in 2024. All the way down, 25 comes down. Now it's doing much better, and that was my point, that there's a rotation going on, and it's really important. What about Toll Brothers? Toll Brothers, nice move. I went to a leg E today in the daily chart, and there it is, that top. Remember I said that top, you got to monitor the top of 100, and not the major top of November of 2024 of 159, but on the 5th of the week of the 5th of September, it went to 149.79. Today's high is 150.59. Watch these double tops. You'll see what happens next. Okay, back to our questions. So I did that. Oh, MDT. So I was speaking about this about 3 weeks ago. I said the medical instrument companies have done extremely well. Now they're about to take a breather. Wow, 106 in Medtronic, down to 96, 95 actually. Now it's at 97. Yeah, I just say have patience. They'll be back, but at this particular point, you've got to anticipate they're going to take some time to consolidate. What was the other one? BSX. BSX is Boston Scientific. Same thing. Ooh, what an ugly candle. Gaps down. Yesterday, gapped down. So it made an all-time high at about 109, and here it is at 88. Yeah, they're taking. This is the breather I'm talking about. And really nice comment in the den by, I think it was. Yes, Spokane Bob says, come the margin calls, maybe. And that's, you see, I don't see anything in the gold and silver fundamentally that says, be careful. No, I think it's, and I spoke about this last week, I think it's going to be margin calls. That's what does it very often. And it precipitates a little sensitivity to the upside, resistances, and then it opens up the downside. And that's really what I'm looking at. So it would be a purely tactical thing with margin calls. IBRX, congratulations, our man in the Dan. Dan, look at this. I put that C in yesterday at the 200-period moving average in the weekly chart at 418. It is trading up 33% today alone. So just a week ago, it's down at the $2.30 area. Bam. It goes a rocket sky, and that's what happens with shorts. Who would be shorting a stock at $2? Anyway, shorting a stock at $2, believe me, you are vulnerable. Vulnerable? No. You could be bankrupt. Look at this. If you did not cover 3 days ago, if you did not cover yesterday, if you did not cover today, I don't know what you're going to do. $5.31, up $1.35, up 34 cents today alone. Wow. Immunity Bio Inc. Oncology, outstanding. Great call. Next question I had was, I think I'm running out of the questions here. Okay, got that. Oh, no, I've got a lot of questions left. ASML. ASML. Oh, I don't know if I've updated that lately. No, I haven't. Let me just see if they're round numbers. Yeah, it's getting, that's what I'm saying. The semiconductors are just suggesting to me that there's a little bit of vulnerability over the next couple of weeks. So the high was 1,358.00 yesterday, round number. You remember, I'm looking for those round numbers. And today it is 1,375. Okay, so it's got the one number, round number in a leg peak A, B, C, D, E. And leg E in the daily chart. Just be a little careful with the semiconductors right now. Next question came in. Was that from the OMDA? OMDA? I just saw the symbol. Isn't this Amada Health Inc., Diabetes and others, had an IPO back in, this is Duffy's son, right? Okay, we got a person at the end whose son is responsible for everything you're looking at here. It comes out as an IPO back in June of last year. has a big range. That first session, 23 round number open, 28.40 high, 14.40 low. And then it goes up, but it doesn't take out that high. And that's a pity. It got a peak F in the weekly chart right there, 26. Okay, I got the 26.92, and then goes right through the 200 period moving average. Yeah, it's just building a base. So peak A, peak B, peak C. Yeah, this says to me it could stay in this range just a little longer. But as soon as OMDA can start to trade, it can't just go once into the 17.50s, I think it's on its way back up again.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
So quickly before we run out of time. Google, Alphabet Inc., C-Shares, search engine, leg D in the monthly, leg D in the weekly. Peak D in the daily. Where can I add? I'd say wait a little bit. There might be the technicals are good enough to have a little bit of a bounce, but I would look between 320 and 310. Give me a yell when we get there, and we'll look at that. Quick question about Palantir, PLTR is trading. I just said, be careful. This is not in the category of winners. It's in the category of stallers. So I'm not even looking at it. It's down 3.6. I said before, just wait. Don't do anything. This is the category of Robinhood and some of those others that had spectacular moves, and they're now just taking a well-earned breather. Then the final question was CDE, which we still have under 8, and it's more than double. It's at 21 right now. Where could I do? hold off. I'm not sure I would add. It's got a peak D in the daily. It's got this kind of double topish look. Just hold off at this particular point. I think at the margin requirements, if they start to set them for silver and gold, it could really pull these stocks down a little bit. So with that said, I think I've covered a chunk. Oh, there was one more, Galaxy, GLXY, Galaxy. Yeah, very nice action. Today, big spike up, very nice. Trading, banking, call centers, data centers, Galaxy Digital kind of did what you were looking for. Very strong move up of 5% at 33.67. Good action. So with that said, you've got a holiday of Monday. Check out my opening call daily newsletter. I think you'll get a lot out of it. Certainly, I'll do my webinar, my video this afternoon. It's almost like a webinar for my subscribers every Friday afternoon. I do something very lengthy, going through all the different things, our overview, what we have, what we're looking at, what's working, what's not working, etc., and what we want to do next week. So it's a big overview. Have a wonderful weekend, and stay tuned for Steve Rhodes. Should be a great show, and I will see you on Tuesday.